So we have to be mindful of the things that we do, especially in the moment while we're on top or while we have the eyes on us. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. You know, the one thing that DJ had said that I resonate with is the concept of, it was funny when he was talking about the cookies because that's a real thing. But when you think about it, it's one of those things where when you get so wrapped up in the power, you get so wrapped up in yourself, so wrapped up in people, being yes men and yes women. When you get wrapped up in that stuff in your head, you actually think that there's nobody that's going to test you, or there's nobody who's going to force you to come correct. There's very few people in this game that's going to attempt that because for whatever reason you got the money, you got the power, whatever. But the real ones, they're going to test you. They're going to make sure that you standing on what you're standing on. What they say, standing on business, it's a real thing. You have to stand on it. And I think that's really what this whole beef is about for the smallest right. It's like, are you a man of your word? Are you a real guy who is stand up with his friends, show love, do right by people, you know what I mean? And don't do no snake stuff. That's what a lot of this conversation is about. Because at the end of the day, you got to stand on who you are and your morals and your sentiment, to other human beings. That's more important than anything. You know, you got beef with Ross. You got beef with Meek Mill. You know, you and Nicki fall out. Then y'all cool again. You got beef with Jay-Z. Like, how many people you got problems with? How many people you got problems with? And it's only speculation. I don't know. I have no clue. All I'm saying is, at some point in time, you got to stand on who you are. You got to stand on who you are. And I think that's the reason why, J. Cole, when, it was about to be, it looked like it was about to be a beef between, Kendrick and J. Cole as well. And, the diss record went out and he retracted the diss record. And everybody was on his head like, oh, you a sucker, or whatever the case may be. But no, I think J. Cole did the right thing. If you don't feel it in your soul to make a diss record or diss back, yeah, I understand hip hop is a competition. It's a sport. I get it. But if it's something that you're forced to do because the people is asking you to respond and you don't feel it in your soul, then don't do it. I'm glad he retracted that diss back. The diss was okay, but you can tell by when he was rapping, he didn't really feel it. And he has a very high respect for Kendrick. And I'm pretty sure vice versa. Kendrick got a very high respect for J. Cole. Dot is just built different when it comes to competitiveness. He's just built different. So I think they had a conversation behind the scenes. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But it's one of them things, it's like it's grown man shit. It's like I don't want to dish you just because people want me to dish you. Like, I really respect who you are, and we finna move past that. And he slid out of that situation right on time because Drake got all that smoke. He got all that smoke.